So, after being here for a couple of months now, I finally made the effort to do some street photography around Perth. I started getting into street photography about 2 or so years ago, but I only really started getting into it when I was backpacking in Europe in 2024. Honestly, I still get huge amounts of anxiety every time I go out and shoot in public places. I always second guess myself and end up missing shots. I found that Perth brought its own set of challenges, as it's not really big or busy, so I just found that I was standing out from the crowd a lot. I actually, for the first time ever, got asked to move on and delete any photos that I took right here at this train station. Though I showed the guy the photos, I was like, man, these are good shots, do I really need to delete them? And he just looked at them for like 5 seconds and was like, fine, yeah, you can keep them. But you gotta move on. Anyway, even though it's a struggle taking shots in public sometimes, once I get the first few out of the way, I always feel more comfortable after that and start to find my groove. So I've been walking through the city a bit, and I think I've already got some keepers, which is good. Normally I'm not super confident with my photography in the moment, but I feel like I've gotten some good shots, which is nice. Right now I'm in this kind of square thing. It's a bit quiet now, but I think it's a cool location, so I'm gonna hang around a bit and see what I can get. I still got plenty of hours in the day, so I'm not in a rush, so I might hang around for like 20-30 minutes, see what I can cook up. Anyway, after loitering around for a little bit, these cool reflections appeared, and I thought I could use them in the frame somehow. Just around the corner from that spot was this other cool location, though I think I was a bit too early in the day to fully take advantage of it. But with that said, I did manage to get another rare black and white photo that I actually really like. But yeah, I knew that the sunlight would be coming through those back windows later in the day, so I just put a pin in this location and made sure to come back later. You might be sensing a common theme with my street photography, and that is that I almost always shoot silhouettes. I was standing around here for a while waiting for some good subject to walk past the frame, but then this red post van showed up. And I think it adds this really nice touch that would have been missing from the frame otherwise. Anyway, we're starting to get a bit later in the day, and with the sun getting lower, there was some nice reflections appearing here and there. So I'm in this alleyway. There's this really cool light reflections coming off that building up there. I've been here for a while though, waiting for someone to walk past so I can get a shot of them, but no one's coming. It's kind of out of the way, I think, so I might just take the shot as is with no one here, because it still looks quite cool. I feel like I always rely on people in my street shots, or people in my shots to begin, full stop, just to give a bit of scale to the scene, but I don't know. I know I said I had all the time in the world, but right now I'm getting bored waiting around, so I'm just gonna take the shot. Can't complain, it still turned out pretty good. I think if there was a person there, they probably would have gotten lost in the scene anyway. So with the light getting pretty good now, I started to make my way back to the pin where I took that black and white photo that I liked. So I'm gonna head back to that station where I took that photo that I'm pretty sure that I like. The one that I think turned out pretty good. It's getting later in the day and the sun is getting quite lower, and I think it's gonna be going through those huge windows at the back, and I think it's gonna be lighting everything up. So I'm gonna head there. It's also after 5 p.m. now, so it's getting a bit busy. So a lot more people in the street, so I think I can use that to my benefit as well. So let's see how we go. I wasn't in a huge rush to get back, so I did make some stops along the way. And I came across this scene, which, I don't know, it's just super simple, but it just looks really nice. And I was right to come back because now there was this really nice mixture of direct sunlight and reflections from all these windows pouring in. Anyway, now that the sun was setting, I decided to head a bit further north to see what other kind of shots I could get. So it is late at night now. I feel like I've had like a pretty successful day of shooting. Obviously it's getting a bit late now, but I might stay up because I've never really done too much night photography, so I might see what I can cook up. So this part of the town that I'm heading into is kind of like the party hangout spot of Perth, and like I was just hanging around and there's all these people coming up to me and being like, hey man, like what are you doing? Like this looks cool. And I'd be like, oh, I'm just taking a photo of this building, the lighting looks cool. And they'd like look at me and then look at the building and then look at me and look at the building, just like clearly so disinterested in what I'm talking about. And that just kept happening and it was just getting kind of annoying. So I didn't really hang around this part of town too long. This was one of those buildings that I thought looked kind of cool. I did do a bit of editing to get rid of some of those cars though. I think I overestimated how much energy I had for that night of shooting, so these are the only 2 keepers I got before I started to head back to the car, which was about another 30 to 40 minute walk away. Though I still kept my eye out for some good photo opportunities. This is another spot that is just super simple, but I don't know, again, I just think it looks really cool. The lighting here is really nice, and it's just like a super contrasty scene, which looks really cool. Sometimes you just don't really need to overthink things. There's some guy in like the window up there, and I'm just trying to get him in this shot, but I don't know if it's going to work out, but we'll see. So this wasn't the guy in that last clip I was talking about, this is another scene, but I think this one turned out way better. So yeah, overall, that was a pretty good photo walk. I was out for most of the day, but I got a lot of keepers, so not bad.